The amount of effort that I've put into just figuring out how to do this base amount of like filming so you can see me right now, ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay, welcome to the video. It's gonna take a lot of getting used to look at the camera and not at myself. I want to look at somebody who's talking, which is me. Hi. Anyway, I have a lot of unfinished songs and I never finish them. So I thought it would be fun to go through, look at a bunch of my different like saved unfinished songs. And right now, today, we are going to finish one. I'm then going to try to record it separately, hopefully, and put it at the end of this video. If I don't end up doing that, yikes. That's the plan. I'm going to finish a song, and then at the end, we're gonna see what we learned. I have a bunch of finished songs, but I have way more unfinished songs. So let's see what we can do. Okay, I am on TikTok. I have saved videos of all my old stuff where I was like, oh, that's actually pretty good, but I didn't finish it. Man, I really need to get used to looking at the camera and not at me. So I have a bunch of old songs here. I'm going to listen to them and see which one I'm most interested in finishing.
Ask the doctor for refill. I said that it had been a while.
Okay, that is a good option, but I was in a really specific spot when I wrote the beginning lyrics, and I don't think I'm in that spot right now.
Not better, thoughts are deader than words in that unsent letter that I was told would make me feel good. It kinda
That could be a maybe.
just feels so pathetic that I need an anesthetic to keep me copacetic. It might just be genetic. Now I'm looking in the mirror and I see a low man who
That is a great option. That is a really good option. I think that might be the one I go with, but let me just look at a couple more. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. What are these chords? Oh, I need a capo. Capo and capo. I've never done a transition before. Hopefully that looks cool. 3rd fret, C, A, E. By the way, when I say C, F, G, I mean in relation to where the capo's at. In my head, once the capo is on, this is a G. What is this little like pre-chorus chorus I came up with? All right, so let's see what we got here. We got
just feels so pathetic that I need an anesthetic.
At this point, maybe you're thinking, wow, he remembered that really quickly. And the answer is because in my mind, the songs I write to me are catchy. To me, they're catchy. I write a song and I'm singing it while I'm pushing carts at the grocery store job I do. Maybe that's a little big-headed of me, but if you don't like your own songs, how can you expect other people to like them? End of soapbox. So where would it go from there? I think just get into another verse there. When I write lyrics, I never write them down. I just remember them, which is not good. Sometimes I will I'll like voice record them. Yeah, that'd be cool if it went through that just 2 times after that first like chorus. So let's get the structure. Verse, the chorus, just a couple times of that. And then I think we'll just do another verse. But how many times? Are we cutting the verse in half? Yeah, I think we'll cut the verse in half since we're taking those 2 times.
Count down the seconds until I can.
Or should the next verse be a callback to the first verse? Because
Just feels so pathetic.
what could be another?
Just feels so depressing that I keep on messing up my life.
That's kind of fine, but it's also very like boring. I've heard that in a million songs, you know? Depressing could work, but going into messing up my life, that seems like, yeah, of course that's gonna be the next line instead of like, oh, that's fun.
Just feels so depressing that I keep on stressing over every sober minute that I'm wasting, when I could just keep chasing that stupid feeling that I knew this would be mine.
We're getting somewhere now, baby.
That sickly feeling that I fucking hate. That nauseous feeling that I hate. That nauseous feeling that I hate. That nauseous feeling that nauseous feeling.
All right. It's time. Rhyme dictionary, baby. What rhymes with hate? Fate. Oh, this is hard. Just kidding, this is how it always goes. Oh,
That nauseous feeling that I hate, another sip of sewage taste.
yes, there it is. No, not a D. Maybe a D minor.
You don't know me like you think you do.
Okay. And I'm going to voice record what I've written so far because I don't want to forget it. I've forgotten things in the past and it really bums me the heck out. Okay. So we've got that recorded. Where's my water? I keep my water in a sippy cup like this because if I don't, the cats will drink it. Now we're at a spot where the question is, I do want to do a D minor and I do want to go to G. So I could go to a C or an A or an E. These are all safe choices. But let's see if there's a funkier choice. A B? No, not a B. Well, maybe. Nope. No. Nope. Okay. I think I'm gonna go to one of those three chords because nothing else is sounding too good to my very untrained ears. I think we're almost there. Let's do... Yeah, definitely. Okay, so definitely after that part, that section.
When I was a kid, I must have been prophetic, 'cause I knew this would be my aesthetic. Addiction, prone mental health on loan from memory.
Yeah. Taking the end to somewhere we didn't think it would go. At least I didn't think it would go. We need words for Le Roi. Not a sponsor. That's my Good Mythical Morning watching coming through. I want to tie the lyrics in a way that makes sense, as one usually does. Okay, what I think I'm actually going to try to do for this is I think I'm going to try to make it more uplifting.
I could feel.
I could feel all sorts of things. That would be a fun switch in like the story here.
Well, I could feel much better.
All right, let's focus on one thing, but I'm gonna remember.
Well, I could feel much better.
I'm gonna remember that. Okay.
All the times I failed to be.
That's going somewhere because then it references memories I wish I could just disown. A memory I wish I could just disown would be, you know, all the times I failed to be. Something more.
Something more than just apathetic.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Apathetic, bitter, and lazy. All the times I'm more than what I am, who I am.
I think we got our bridge. We're almost there, but we're so far. I wish I could remember what I was doing earlier. I changed it into a different chord, but I can't remember. But that's part of songwriting that I like, is sometimes you forget things, which makes you come up with new things. And the new things are always better than the previous things, because you can't remember what the previous things are. So no matter what, they're better. I will work on a transition once the rest of the song is written. Right now, let's get that ending bit before we get into the...
I could feel much better if I took off this pressure.
I don't know if taking off the pressure is really what this song... Like, yeah, taking off the pressure of, Okay, my cat is being so loud. Taking off the pressure makes sense when you're being hard on yourself, but in the realm of addiction...
Better with refocused pressure.
Maybe I just bring it back to the beginning.
I'm looking in the mirror and...
So then it comes back full circle. Yes, we're almost there.
Imposter syndrome lane, maybe with some problems. God damn it, I should believe that I got 'em. When I was a kid.
Yes. There it is, baby. Now we are freaking twucking. Okay, let me record this before I forget this. This is gonna take me a minute because I don't really know what I'm recording. That's not it. What was it? Shit.
At this point, health on loan. God damn it, I know that I've got some.
That's what it was. Okay, hold on. Okay. Now I just need to remember all of that. That's daunting. What was that? What were the words? This is the problem of not writing any of them down, but I will remember them. I just have to remember them. Once I remember them, I will remember them forever. That's the secret. If you don't write them down and you just force yourself to remember them, you'll remember them forever. Maybe. I know I have it recorded, but I want to remember. Oh, I remembered. I remembered on my own.
All the times
I never wrote a transition, did I? Okay. I think we got it. I'm now going to just play through the whole song. I thought about, like, recording an actual version of the song. I'm very tired. At the end of this, you will either hear a recorded version in my little DAW that's on you know, the edges here, or you will hear what I'm playing right now in front of you. God, oh, look at the camera right now in front of you. Okay. So here we go. This is the full song. This is what was written throughout this. And then once we've gotten through the song, we will go over what we've learned along the way in our hearts. No, yeah, I'm gonna actually try to see if I've learned anything from this. Okay, here we go.
just feel so pathetic that I need an anesthetic to keep me copacetic. It might just be genetic. Now I'm looking in the mirror and I see a little man who doesn't wanna be a imposter syndrome laden baby with some problems. Maybe someday I'll believe that I got some. When I was a kid I must have been prophetic, cause I knew this would be my aesthetic. Addiction prone, mental health on loan from memories that at this point I wish I could just disown. Just feels so depressing that I keep on stressing over every sober minute that I'm wasting. That's time that I could be chasing that nauseous feeling that I hate. Another sip of sewage taste, addiction prone, mental health on loan from memories that at this point I wish I could just disown. Like all the times I failed to be something that wasn't apathetic, bitter, or lazy. All the times I failed to be something that wasn't me. Imposter syndrome laden baby with some problems. God damn it, I know that I've got some. Now I'm looking in the mirror and I see a little man who doesn't wanna be a imposter syndrome laden baby with some problems. God damn it, I know that I've got some. When I was a kid I must have been prophetic, cause I knew I would buck that aesthetic. Addiction prone, mental health on loan from memories that I would never disown.
And that's the song. I'm probably going to try to actually record it for real at some point where I can sing to my louder. Right now I'm in my living room in an apartment. I feel so bad for my neighbors. Hopefully they're okay. But that's why I sing not good and loud. Yeah, okay. That took a lot of practice because I refused to write down the words. But now that I've done it, it's in my brain, man. So, let's think about what we have learned through this process. I think all that I learned is to try your best. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun. I know I had a lot of fun. If you liked the video, please like it. If you really liked the video, maybe a comment, maybe a subscribe. And if you really, really liked the video, or if you just really like my chairs, ooh, my chairs, then tell a friend. That is by far the best thing that you can do to help me out, is to tell a friend that there's some guy that you like on the internet, and maybe you should check that out, check that guy out. That's it. I have to edit down so many hours. This is gonna be rough. What was that? What were the words? This is the problem of not writing any of them down, but I will remember them. I just have to remember them. Once I remember them, I will remember them.